Hello, everybody, and welcome to Weird World. I'm your host, Jeff,
And I'm Beth.
and we got an interesting one for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Doctors are stunned after a painful discovery during an x ray of a boy's pee pee. This actually turned into something definite. Doctors could not work out what was causing the boy's pain as he was dispatched for an X-ray at the Jiangjing whatever Children's Hospital before they made the shocking discovery. Doctors were stunned. Whoopsie! After making a painful discovery during an X-ray of a boy's pee-pee. They examined an 11-year-old patient who was struggling to urinate and were amazed when they found an acupuncture needle had been pushed up his bladder tube. At first, they were unable to explain the boy's pain, and he was dispatched for an X-ray at the hospital in China. That makes more sense. Not more access to acupuncture needles.
Mm-hmm.
But they were shocked to discover the boy, in local media has an 8 centimeter needle inserted up his, hoo hoo.
Mm-hmm.
That, wow. Doctors questioned the boy and he admitted inserting it into his urethra himself because he was bored. You have to be really bored.
You have to. But then again, I know some adults that, do this exact same thing. And it's like.
Well, these are adults.
I know, but, it's like.
You want to give the boy at least some excuse. At least he's a boy.
Right. I mean, he's young, doesn't know any better. I get that. But,
Yeah. It's like you got some 23-year-olds that still don't know any better.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like, there's just some things that you should not put in or stick your junk in at all.
Oh, stick your junk in?
That or like,
there are plenty of things that you don't want to stick your junk into.
No, or, put things inside of yourself.
Well, yeah, especially if you're a boy.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of stories about little girls doing with different objects, because it's a much bigger hole. I've heard of those. It's like, really? And it's like, okay, because once you got it up there, there's a whole cavity for it to be able to just, like, okay. Was bored and wanted to discover if it was possible. Well, it's possible.
Yes.
Yep, and there's a doctor. You see right there in this, you know what that is. Use your imagination if you can't figure it out. You know what I mean?
Right.
As it's going down, an 8 centimeter needle was removed from the boy's urethra at the hospital. Chief physician explained that he had done this around 12 hours before he was. He had done this around 12 hours before he was unable to urinate. Okay, I get it. So in other words, he did it, and then 12 hours later he was unable to urinate after that. Well, yeah, probably because there was.
Well, I can see why.
Why?
There's a needle in the way.
No, it's not because of the needle. It's because there's the needle being there, irritated the tissue.
Yeah, and caused inflammation and stuff
Yep.
and whatnot.
And closed it all up. When his pee-pee became painful, and he finally asked for help, but did not admit what he had done. I can see that. I can see that all day long. It's like, I don't know what's going on. I have no idea. It's like, did you just? Yeah, no, I don't want to talk about that. He was taking a surgery, and medics managed to remove the needle, and using a surgery which was not invasive. Yeah, well, yeah, because you already have a hole.
Right.
It was also carried out using endoscope, which allows surgeons to find the needle.
Mm-hmm.
It has a camera on the end, so a tiny little camera, so it could just force it down there. Force the little prods open, grab it, and then pull it out. During the operation, a very fine pair of extra thin forceps were used, and the needle was completely removed and no damage to the tissue. Yay! Which would then make his tissue very happy, and then they would stop to complain because now there's nothing in there that's not supposed to be there.
Right.
The boy was allowed to go home after his operation. Well, yeah, because they knew nothing else was going to happen. They gave him probably some anti-inflammatory.
Right.
That's about it. Hell, the anti-inflammatory and probably some painkillers.
Right.
Just to be able to make it so that he won't feel anything, so it'll just the swelling will just go away. Dr. Pindy said youngsters are often too ashamed or embarrassed to tell their parents about situations like this. You think?
Right.
You showed it all the way up, and eventually this is where it ended up. Oh my. Yeah. It was up there. It was up there. Holy crap, was it up there? In a separate case highlighted by the Mirror, 5-year-old was awarded $24 million for a botched circumcision that saw the top of his pee-pee sliced off.
Dear God.
The child, who was only referred to as DJ, was just 18 days old when he went in for the procedure. Why? Normally everybody always does it and stuff like that.
Yeah, right
then and there.
Right.
In Georgia. Midwife. Oh, that's okay. That's what it is. All right. I'm starting to understand. Midwife Melissa Jones accidentally let the scalpel slip, and a part of his penis was severed, but clinic staff sent him home bleeding rather than trying to get it reattached.
Why? I don't even have one of those, and I'm cringing. I don't like it. I don't like it.
And the clinic staff sent him home bleeding. It's like, oh well, he's bleeding. Well, don't mind that. He won't need it later.
Right.
A lawsuit? No kidding. Was filed by the boy's family. Also claims that the Jones and Dr. whatever decided to store the piece of his penis in a fridge. Well, that's at least smart.
But why not?
No, they should have called an ambulance, and that part of him and the boy needed to go to the hospital for reattachment.
Yes, like
That's away. Right away. Should have been no questions about it at all. Oh my God. It was thrown out months later when it became apparent that legal action was imminent. So for spite, they only were awarded 24. That's probably the maximum that they could get. Wow. The Atlanta Journal-Constitution reported that the child's mother, Stacey Willis, was instructed to insert an instrument into his penis 3 times a day to stop it from closing up. Well, yeah, you would need to do that so that she could pee out of it. I don't even need it. Although I'm not a doctor, but I have 2 brain cells. Just saying. Since the procedure in October 2013, a jury heard how the boy has been left with physical pain. No kidding. And has to remove scabbing just to urinate. Oh, Jesus. He has since had surgeries, I would imagine, in Minnesota and Massachusetts in order to make it easy for him to urinate. And doctors are hopeful he will be able to have children in the future. Doctors add the child will have to undergo more tests when he hits puberty to see if he will require further surgery. Okay, one, I'm going to make a comment about the kid's parents, or I'm assuming just one because I'm assuming it's a single mother. Then,
I have no idea.
well, I'm assuming so because there's only talked about the mother. Because she was instructed to insert an instrument into his, 3 times a day to stop it from closing up.
Right.
And she went along with this. Any guy, or even a woman, but she did it. She just accepted it and just, okay. And then that was that. Because the big thing here was that 18 days.
Yeah, he was 18 days old.
Yeah. So 18 days after he was born, she went, oh, yeah. I should probably get him circumcised. And there's nothing good about the parents in this one, or at least the parent. Nothing. To me, it's just, duh.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think? This one's just one of those, my brain hurts again.
Yeah, my brain hurts, and then at the same time, I feel bad for the little guy.
Well, the little guy's a different story.
Yeah.
Yeah, him, that's a whole different story. He didn't deserve this.
No.
No. And he could have had no issues with it. Well, it would have been an annoyance, but it should have been no issues with it if when they screwed up and they did what they did, it should have been immediately taken to a hospital. Immediately. And since they did at least put it in a refrigerator, the hospital should have called and go, hey, what about all the parts? You should still have all the parts.
Right?
Well, yeah, we got it in the fridge. And then the hospital probably would have sent over an ambulance to pick it up.
Right.
And then with a cold box and everything in order to be able to do a simple reattachment surgery at that point in time.
Right, no issues.
That wouldn't be not much of a problem. But wow. Yeah. Wow.
But I just didn't understand, like,
We don't not understand.
no, it's like, at that point, what I don't get is that, like, as a parent, and you see that your child is bleeding from somewhere, like, why would you just take them home?
Well, yeah, normally no.
No, I would have serious issues with that. I mean, because my child's bleeding, from his nether regions or anywhere, and it's like, okay, we'll go home, and it's like, what?
Well,
No.
What you said is that it's normally so that, yeah, all this taken care of at the birthing time.
Right.
And it's all done. It's a nice professional. It's it's a no-brainer.
Right.
Doctors don't even do what the nurses do it over there. At least I did even for like mine, because it's not, it's not a big deal. I mean, it's going over to just take the little right. It's compresses it, slices, and screaming, like ow. But after that, ties it up. It's all nice and good and blah blah blah. And it's all taken care of, nice and easy, and no big deal.
Mm-hmm.
There's just so many. Are you kidding me?
Right. And it's like.
I mean, does anybody else actually getting this and going, what the hell?
Right.
I mean, seriously. But yeah, okay. So this one's a wow.
Wow.
So yeah, let us know what you think. Like and share, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye bye.